around for a long time now.
For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
Hey, everybody. How everybody doing on this lovely Friday evening? Um, this is Big Jeff and Shanita coming to you live from No Days Off Radio Productions with the number one talk show in the land. Nothing but
But the
the
truth.
truth. All right. Today we're gonna talk about um how people can come between us and our loved ones, us and our friends, us and our people who are, our significant others, people who are people that we have been raised with all of our lives as friends and as loyal, as people of loyalty to each other, and we all become a victim of the saying, in order to conquer, you must divide. And that statement means a lot. That means a lot. And it's a true fact. It's a true fact. In order to conquer, you must divide. And I have witnessed a lot of things on of that nature throughout life. You know, I want to do a moment of silence. Today we had the young man that we had the show on last week when Shanita did the show with the mother of young Mr. Malachi Mitchell. They laid him to rest today. And I want everybody to just have a moment of silence for Mr. Mitchell, for young Malachi rather. And he had a nice service today. And some things took place to where, he was laid to rest real nicely, you know. And I want to give a big ups to his mom for being so strong and holding up for her other youngsters, offsprings, and which is his brothers and sisters, and I just wanna I just wanna give her props on holding up so well as a young mother bearing a young son. And our prayers go out to his family, to her family, and her as well. And we just gonna do a moment of silence for her, and I would like to do a moment of silence for one of my family members that was laid to rest today. On one of this is one of the beautifulest days I have seen us have this year. For us to be laying our loved ones to rest on. And Sheila, we gonna miss you. We love you very dearly. And we're gonna give these two people a moment of silence along with anybody else who have had to endure burying a loved one today or losing a loved one today or just going through something today. So we're gonna do a moment of silence, for everybody that's going through something as well. All right, so we're gonna do a moment of silence and then we're gonna get this party started. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. All right. Now getting back to the topic of the day, which is in order to conquer, you must divide. We are all been victims of that. Whether it's like I say, family or folk. We have all experienced someone coming between us and somebody. And we allow that because we allow people sometimes to get too close.
Too close.
you know, and a lot of time we allow people to get too close to us without acknowledging and without seeing the agendas that they have.
Exactly.
You know, So every time someone comes in your life unattendedly, they could be coming in with bad intentions. You know, and sometimes some people can put up a good front. Some people can put up a good front that can fool you. You know, and throughout the years of living, I have seen that happen to a lot of people. A lot of people. You know, including myself. You know, I'm not exempt, and no one is exempt from someone being able to infiltrate you. And you see it after the fact. You know, and you know, it's a good thing to see it after the fact, but if you see it and don't acknowledge it and don't take it in effect to where you do something about it, it was no purpose in you seeing it. You know, you can't see that someone is driving a wedge between you and others and you still allow it.
Exactly.
You know, and it's because sometimes we can be second guessing ourselves on what decision to make. It's only one decision to make. It's not but one. You make this decision to get it away from you, to get it out from around you, and you be done with it. You live with the outcome. You got to live with the outcome anyway.
Right.
You know, so it's no greater task than getting it out of your life so that you cannot be deterred to forget about the people who are there. The people who are actually for you, not with you. You know, y'all hear me say that a lot. I want people around me that's for me. I don't want people around me that's with me. I really don't care to even associate with that. You know, so you can still be in a person's presence, in their company, you know, in the vicinity, the whole 9 yards. But that doesn't make you have to deal with that person or those people.
And just because they family doesn't mean
You
you
know.
have to deal with them as well.
There you go. And you know, like we say, everybody that's family, everybody you consider family don't have to be related.
That's right.
They do not have to be a relative to be related. Okay? Now, we're going to say that again. They don't have to be a relative to be related.
Yeah.
You know, so, but you got to acknowledge it and you got to respond once you see it. Once it becomes known, you got to handle the situation. You know, and I have seen, you know, we have witnessed this throughout life.
Right.
It's nothing that just happened today. This has been going on throughout life. You know, the Willie Lynch syndrome is real. People can come between you and separate you.
Oh my goodness, yes. Definitely.
They can do that. You know, so now.
But the key is to have a stronger bond between you and the person who they're trying to separate you from. If you two don't have a strong bond, then
It's going to be easy.
right.
It's going to be easy. And at the first sign of weakness, the person that's trying to conquer you, they going to win. Because they going to see that weakness and they going to react right then. Something that you wish you should have done before you saw it that way. You can see it before it happened.
Yeah.
You can see it.
There are warnings.
You can see all the signs. They gonna show the signs. A person with bad intentions will always show the signs somewhere down the line of them trying to enforce their bad intention. You know, we just have to be mindful, and we have to think. You know, we got to start looking at the people who we are affiliated with. We got to start looking at judging their character better. You can't know a person all their lives and let somebody who's only known them for 10 minutes be able to separate you all. You can't. That's not even. That don't even sound right. That don't even go together. You know. So and it's done on all phases. It's done on all phases, whether it's legal or illegal. It's done on all phases. Whether it's right or wrong, it's done on all phases. You just got to acknowledge it, deal with it, and deal with it. You know, young Mr. Malachi was put in a situation. He was put in a situation to where he became defenseless toward the person that took his life. He became defensive out of trust. He trusted a person that he was dealing with or going to deal with. And that person, on the other hand, took his life. Bad intentions. Bad intentions. I would have loved to hear that conversation that caused this young man to be conquered by him allowing someone to divide him from someone else. I would love to hear how that conversation went. And I guarantee you it may have went to where he was told that whoever he went to meet didn't want to meet him with somebody else. So he made a decision to go alone. He was conquered because he was allowed to be divided. He gave someone the authority to divide him from his people of protection. Had someone been with him, we might not be having this conversation. So he trusted somebody. He trusted someone that he didn't know. My mom told me that when I was like 20 years old. You know, because I didn't trust anybody. I didn't trust a lot of people. If you weren't someone who was already in my circle, I didn't trust you. I didn't deal with you. I didn't want to meet you. I didn't want to have no dealings with you. And I'm still like that right to this day.
Me too.
And my mom told me one day, she said, son, one day you're going to have to trust somebody you don't even know. And when I hear Mr. Malachi's story, that's what I think about. That's what comes to me. That's what I'm getting out of that. He trusted somebody that he didn't know.
Right.
And he got the bad end of the deal. His mom, I hope she received the justice that she wants, that she's seeking. I hope that, you know, the person that did this to him, family have peace. You know, it go both ways. Both families have lost something or losing someone. It's not going to go away. It get better, but it's not going to go away. So, you know, it's 2 lives lost. It's 2 lives lost in this situation. And it's all because they was able to be conquered by being divided. So now, we have, you know, I want everybody to be mindful today of what we're speaking on. Think about the people who have entered your circles. Think about the people who have came in your life that isn't making a difference in your life. When you go in someone's life, you should make a difference. Some kind of way, you should try to help them make a difference. Greed can come in all shapes, forms, or fashions. Sometimes people will enter your circle and infiltrate you in order to deceive you.
Exactly.
Deception is real. You know, as the youth say, the youth call them snakes. We call them vultures, ops. You know, but it all means the same. It all means the same. Bad intentions.
Exactly.
Bad intentions. You know, everybody's complaining. You know, everybody's complaining about a lot of things things that are going on right now with the president and what he's doing, and you know what Elon Musk is doing, and what some of these lawyers and judges and district attorneys are doing, and some of the regular average Joes are doing. Let's stop talking about what they're doing and let's put our foot down and do something about it. Don't complain to me. Let's put the complaints where they need to be put.
I definitely get tired of hearing it.
Let's put the complaints in action. You know, because no one in no city that's in politics or administration has a clean slate. It's very few.
And they act like that's not true.
And it's very few that has a clean slate.
Every president has done something that someone didn't agree with.
You know, so it's no different than being a parent. We have not been parents who have put down parental guidance with our offsprings, and they didn't have a problem with it. It's called discipline.
Right.
That's called giving them morals. You know, so everybody can complain. But stop complaining. Let's do something about the issues. Let's take these problems that we are having and solve the problems.
Yeah.
Let's stop making it an issue. Let's make it go away. What can we do to make these problems, these issues go away?
Or improve them or make them better.
And then put it back in perspective on a better agenda. You know, right now, the biggest thing that's being allowed to conquer any and everybody is money. Is money. We have went so bad morally as people to where we all are victims of letting money control us. People don't respect the people with the money, that's getting the money, that's trying to make the money, however the money is being incited into their lives. People not respecting the person, they respecting money. And that when you do that, you putting yourself at the bottom of the barrel. To respect money, people with money, you putting yourself at the bottom of the barrel. Because eventually they're going to think that everything they're saying and doing is right. And it's because everybody respecting the money and everybody saying you right. You right. And when the person is out the room or gone from you, then you want to discuss it. Then you want to let them know. Then you want to say it was wrong, but you want to say they wrong to me. You want to say they wrong to the other people that was in the room when you could have said it then.
Right.
And you respect the money for the wrong reasons. if I say something, then I'm going to get cut off. You're going to get cut off anyway, eventually.
Julie says nobody has morals anymore.
Nobody. Morals are out the window. Out the window. So who's going to stand up? Who's going to make that stand? Who's going to take that? Who's going to take the sacrifice to try to solve the issue? We burying a lot of people. We're burying a lot of people. And it's sad because a lot of these people who we are burying is 25 and under. These are our kids. These are our grandkids. These are our loved ones. These are people who we have seen grow up, come from families who have made the struggle, come from families who are still in the struggle. But we got to go to the village. We got to go to the village and get some more wisdom and some more knowledge. And then come out and make things better. But we can't keep being conquered by being divided. We're going to always be on the rut. We're going to always be in the belly of the beast. And the beast is going to continue to tote us around in his belly because we are not going to try to solve the issue to make them pass us on and get us out of there. So anybody that's going through it, stop going through it. Go on and put your foot down. Go on and make that stand. Because either or is already activated. So what harm can you cause it to try to do something about it? You know, it's simple. Okay? Now, Sharita, you got an insight on this?
I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. There are people, you know, I've recently experienced that in October. And, you know, I told you about it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So we all are victims of it.
And, yeah. And they don't discriminate. You have family that do it to try to break you up from other family members if you know, and then you have outsiders that see you close to somebody else, and you know, so it happens in all circles of life, like you said, you know. So just got to be more attentive to who comes in your circle and what their intentions are.
Bad. Like I said, a lot of people have bad intentions. When you see it, you got to speak on it.
Exactly.
You got to acknowledge it. You got to make it known.
Right then, because if you don't, then it's gonna happen.
That means you condoning it.
Right.
If you know someone is doing wrong by you and you continue to let it happen, you condoning it.
Right.
You ain't doing no better than they are.
Got to set boundaries.
You gotta have a boundary. Everybody's supposed to have a boundary. To how far you'll let a person go, to how far you'll go yourself.
Right.
When you get out of that, it's unlimited. If you don't set a boundary, then that means you are willing to take any and everything without a limit. You know, so. Thank you, Julie. You know, like I said, we attended young Mr. Malachi's funeral today. You know, and you know, like I say, man, it was a real good homegoing for him. real good. You know, his family is so beautiful. His mom and her kids, his siblings are so beautiful.
Beautiful.
You know, they really represented him today. She held up real good. You know, and I want everybody to continue to send their prayers out for her, you know, and hope that she can, you know, get justice for her son.
Right.
You know, hope she can get that justice. You know, she deserves it. You know, and we got a situation that we finna start trying to put together. You know, I'm finna start trying to put the programs in, you know, for the youth, for the adults, for the elderly, you know, and we trying to find counselors, people who want to be counselors. You know, and we can brief you more on it, on what you need to do as being a counselor. It's not I'm asking for a degree. It's not that I'm asking you to, you know, be done went to, you know, any kind of school to have experience. To me, the counselor that I'm looking for, the experiences that you got to have for me to satisfy me is to be done lived. What you counsel.
And that's a good point.
You know, I want you to be done lived it so that you can tell your stories to the people whose stories that can relate to you.
And be more relatable. That's a great point.
You know, so you can relate to them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the type of counselors we need right at this day in time. We need those type of counselors. I want a counselor. If you're going to counsel a robber, I need you to be done being a robber.
Exactly.
Now, someone who done sat and read a book about robbery. I want you to be done committed a robbery. So that you can tell a person what the outcome can be and what steps can be taken toward them, you know, and to get on the right track. Let them know that when you did it, you may have had to do it, but you may not have wanted to do it.
Right.
It's different. That's different. You know, and I use that as an example because that's how in depth I want the counselors to be.
Right.
With the people who they counsel.
That's
you
good.
know, because you can only speak on what you have
Experienced.
Exactly.
And a lot of the youth need somebody that
know.
can relate to them, you know.
There you go. I learned this about 15, 16 years ago. I got a ticket, a citation. And I wound up having to go to court for it. And the judge ordered me to take a driver's course. So here I am, sitting in a DUI school, just to get my license reinstated. And the class was a DUI class.
Yeah.
How you think I felt? I'm sitting in a class with 15 other people. And the instructor hands us a manual, a test booklet rather, and say, y'all got 15 minutes to complete this test booklet. And it's on DUI. So I'm sitting there looking at the book. I couldn't answer one question in the book. One. Literally, I couldn't answer one question in the whole book. Because every question that was asked was about being impaired, was about being on drugs, was about being, you know, an alcoholic or smoker or all this old time. I couldn't answer none of the questions because I didn't drink or smoke. And I still don't. So a guy in the class had to help me. Remember what I said earlier? Sometimes you have to trust somebody you don't even know. He could have simply let me sit there and fail that class.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't answer the questions in the book because they didn't pertain to me. I wasn't sent to that class because I had a DUI charge. That was just part of a procedure for me to get my license back, reinstated. I can just imagine how many people other than me has went through that. Because I know I'm not the only person they have sent to the class like that didn't drink or smoke. You know, so sometimes the law doesn't make sense.
Right.
Sometimes the law doesn't make sense. How can you win? How? The deck is already stacked against you before you even play the game. You know, we got to, it's a lot of things that we got to start integrating back in society. And the only way it's going to be done, people, is we got to do it together. We got to do it together.
Well, I want to say something on that because you were saying how, you know, you need counselors that can relate to the people who you want to be counseled. And that just happened. President Trump just appointed Alice Johnson. Alice Johnson, she's the woman that Kim Kardashian helped get out. She helped get her release in 2018. She was in prison, and she helped her to get a pardon. Mm-hmm. Well, Trump just appointed her to be the person that review people for pardons, and I think that was an awesome choice.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
That's phenomenal. See, people looking at some of his selections that they're not qualified and all that, but if she been in prison, she know how it is.
Thank you.
She know she may be helping people that may have not otherwise been helped. You know what I'm saying? So he's picking somebody that been there, that knows, you know. He picked Alice Johnson. I think that was a great choice. Because that's what we need. We need people that have experienced these things so they can make the right laws. We need people that have been in prison who know, you know, the abuse, the neglect that happens in the prison system in order to get good prison reform. We can't have people who ain't never been to prison, they ain't never had people in jail, they never had family member in jail to be making all the laws concerning prison. So, I mean, and that's what every situation. How can you have a person to make the mental health laws? They never dealt with nobody that had mental health. So, you know, it's good.
Miss Julie Jeffrey is doing okay. He's all right. You know what I'm saying? You know, thanks for asking. You know, thanks for the for the consideration of asking. You know, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? We still got work to do.
Right.
You know, I'm still working for him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still working for all the guys that's on this case, honestly. You know, and it's going to be a nice turnout. You know, we were supposed to go to court today, but they canceled court. You know what I'm saying? You know, so they trying to, you know, it's working out. Let me just say that. It's working out, and it's going to work out. All of those guys are going to benefit in the end.
Mm-hmm. Julie said it's going to take the old people and the youngsters to, yeah.
It's definitely going to take
definitely.
That. It's going to take the older people and the younger. But see but we got to make the stand, though. The older, us as the elders now, we got to make the stand. You know, and when I say that, I mean we got to make the stand to where I have been getting with guys from Atlanta, you know, and I wish we can do this in all the cities. I've been going, you know, and bumping heads with a lot of the cats in the city of Atlanta that's in my age group and older. And what I have offered to them is for us to do a big picnic. I want us to do a picnic, not a freaknik. Let me make that clear now. Not a freaknik, but a picnic. And I want us, and I ask that we enforce to everybody that attends that this is like a family reunion. We want it to be done like it's a family reunion, to where we are bringing all sides of Atlanta back together like it once was.
Right.
So that these kids, which are our kids, our grandkids, great-grandkids, can see that they're not what they call ops to each other. You just don't know each other. And then the little bit y'all do think y'all know about each other is not the things that you need to be having an issue about. Have this thought, have this mindset when you decide to call someone your op because they from another side of town or because of people that they hang with you don't know and this, that, and the third. Because you don't know them for a reason. You don't know people because we don't do gatherings anymore. If we did gatherings more often, a lot of you kids who are running around here thinking that you into something and you ain't into shit, a lot of y'all will find out that you damn near related to a lot of the people that you might be considering an enemy. I'm not gonna say op. I'm gonna say your enemy. But what I want y'all little asses to do is I want y'all to go in the bathroom. Next time you in the bathroom, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and look at yourself. And ask yourself this question. Am I or aren't I a gangster, a thug, a outlaw, whatever you feel like you want to be considering yourself to be a badass about? Ask yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, look yourself in the face and say those words to yourself. Am I or aren't I? Because you are not. You're not that person you're running around pretending to be. You are not that person. And then make a decision. And then make that decision. There's nothing wrong with telling your friends and your comrades, ain't with it.
Right.
Call me what you want. I'm not with it. But you can't say it and don't live it. You can't say it and don't live it. You know, I put up a challenge last year. And that challenge was for every parent to let their kids have to live the life that they lived growing up for 1 year.
I can't do that.
For 1 year. And see how that go.
It's too modern.
The parents gonna flunk the test.
Sure will. I will.
Y'all gonna flunk the test
God will.
because y'all believe in pacifying these damn children too much
Help us,
without
Lord.
them earning it.
Help us, Lord.
Kids of today feel like they don't have to earn shit. They feel like they feel entitled. They actually think that you supposed to give them any and everything they want. But what about what they need? What about their needs? Why would you meet their wants and not their needs?
I think you got to do both.
No, you shouldn't do but one. Their needs. Everything else you got to earn it, Shanita. It's not a given. They not privileged. They got to earn it.
I'm terrible with that.
Then they'll appreciate it more. Trust me. They'll appreciate it more. And if you think I'm blowing your head up with gas, think about yourself. When you go to work every day, from the day you go from Monday to whatever day you off, you thinking somewhere down the line on what you want when you get paid. And as soon as that check touch your hand or touch your account or touch your card or however you get your money deposited to you, your next train of thought be, I got to pay a bill. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. I got to do this. I got to do that. And that's how you're supposed to have to feel. Because those are your needs that you'll meet, that you're satisfying. Your wants can wait. Your wants are not in a hurry to where they can't wait. Meet your needs first. Your wants will fall in place later. Trust me, they'll fall in place. You'll wind up with a few extra dollars to make your wants come alive. But let's make these kids understand that your needs are more important than your wants. Make them live it. Don't just say it to them. Make them live it. Make them live it. These are things that's missing out of society, not just our households, in society, period.
I think it depends on how you were brought up.
Yeah, it can, but at the same token, we still not perfect.
Right.
All of us have a hidden secret. All of us have a hidden agenda. Sometimes we do things for the wrong reason. I do it all the time. I just can't get the right reason. But I still have to do what be asked of me. A lot of times, no, I don't want to do it. But when I think about overall, I have to do it. So we gonna make sure that we start integrating this in our lives, our everyday lives.
I'm with you, Amber. Amber said, I for sure would fold on the strength of, she said, on the strength of how it felt as a kid not to have. Me too, Amber. I didn't grow up.
But it didn't hurt you.
Know,
It didn't hurt you. It made you stronger.
It didn't hurt, but if you have a better...
It gave you ambition.
Right, but if you have a better means for your kids, then you want to provide that, though.
But what are they going to earn? What are you going to make them earn?
They still earn stuff.
No, that ain't how it go.
All kids.
That's not how it go. We're not going to sugarcoat one for the other. We're not going to say our kids out here in the street committing all these crimes, and then if we have to wind up burying them, we say, but they was a good child.
Everybody
They didn't do nothing to nobody. They didn't this, they didn't that. That's why these kids are food like that. We got to call a spade a spade.
But what about the good kids that don't commit crimes?
The good kids, they earning it some kind of way. They earning it. If they not bringing havoc to the household, havoc on themselves, they earning it. I'm not saying put them out there and make them work. I'm telling you, make them earn it by being the children that they supposed to be.
I get it.
You know, why should I reward my sons? Why would I reward any of my sons for not cleaning up a damn room, for not taking out the garbage, for not washing the dishes when they have to, for not cleaning up when they have to? Why do they deserve a reward? Why should I reward my daughters for not doing what they supposed to do? Why should they be rewarded? They didn't earn. They not earning nothing. They not showing you that they on your side. They're not showing you that they're for you.
Right.
So what make them better than you? You the breadwinner. You the reason they got the roof over their heads, the lights on, the gas is on, the water is on, the heat on, the AC on. They can go in there and cook. They can boil water. They can fry egg. They got everything at their grasp. So why shouldn't they take in consideration? Mama go to work real hard. She shouldn't have to come home to a dirty house.
Fast.
She shouldn't have to come home to shit going on at her household. That's not showing appreciation. So we gotta, I just want us to be mindful. I want us to be mindful. I'm not saying don't buy your kids something if you want to. Or if you feel like they didn't earn it, but you still want them to have it. You can buy it for them and then ask for what you want them to do for getting it. It ain't got to be beforehand. I would rather buy it beforehand. So when I do ask them the question and they don't do it, or they get it confused, as they say, whatever I bought for you, I'm confused too.
They get it twisted.
Thank you. I'm going to get it twisted too. So, it's all in just the way we raising them. We got to raise them with some authority.
I agree. Julie said being a parent is a hard job, but it is the most important job.
That's the most hardest job in the world. You know why? You know why being a parent is the hardest job in the world, Miss Julie? Because you can't retire from it and get a pension. That's why it's the hardest job in the world. You have to do it not because you have to, not because you want to. It's because you don't have a choice. Mm-hmm. We don't have a choice about raising our kids.
Amber said, as I raise my kids, they have suffered and endured with me. They know what it is like to have, and they know what it is like to be with and to be without. I teach them to be humble and be grateful for everything.
That's right. That's what you're supposed to teach. That's what you're supposed to teach. So, we got to do it. We got to go back to the old school ways of parenting.
Right.
It's a known fact now. We see it too much.
Shoot. We need to learn how to teach them how to farm and everything now.
So the programs that we about to start integrating into the program of Jay's Multiplex Foundation, we're gonna send out in a donation form. We're getting a donation form prepared. We're gonna send out donation forms. You'll be able to activate it on the internet. So I got some people working on that, and cause I don't have the time for that. I can't get my mind to focus long enough to stay looking at a damn computer. So, once we get to get everything solidified, I'll be going on the air, letting everybody, giving it to everybody on the air, the website, giving you your donation forms, the whole 9 yards. It's time to
Step it up.
it's time to get this ball moving.
That's what's up.
President Trump is not playing. He's not playing. He came in enforcing his law.
Period.
That's the type of mission I'm on. I want to come in the door enforcing the law. And anybody who have a problem with it, you might want to excuse yourself now. You might want to excuse yourself now. So, we got to do it. We got to start enforcing it. We got to.
Julie said, I would take parenting advice from you anyway, Big Jeff. Any day.
So I've been there, done that. I've been there and done all of that. I have raised 52 kids.
Oof.
And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. They turned out to be all right. We had our bumps and bruises, and y'all have went through it with us for the last 34, 35 months, and we still going through it. It's not over. The storm is not over for my family right now. Not just yet. We still got loved ones in Fulton County that's fighting for themselves. But we're going to make it happen.
That's right.
We're going to make it happen. So, yeah, Thug is okay. He's well to be expected challenges. You know what I'm saying? He got to finish the race. Yeah. He has to finish the race. The race is not won yet. Haven't nobody won the race yet. So, we're going to keep fighting.
God bless you. She knows it's tough. Amber.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So, but I'm going to keep my head up.
They say you're looking sharp today, too.
We'll keep our head up and we can keep pushing. Thank you. I had to dress for the occasion. Y'all should have seen Shanita. Shanita was dressed up today. Let me see. Oh, she still got it on.
No, I changed shoes.
Oh, you changed shoes. She changed her little shoes.
Yeah.
Shanita had that shit on today, y'all.
Had to kick the heels off, y'all.
She had her little heels on. She was popping. So we try to represent. We do our best to represent what we do. We not just like everybody else, just talking the talk and not walking the walk.
Exactly.
We talking the talk and we walking the walk, man.
Talk the talk, walk the walk.
You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand this. And I ain't never said this to her, but I want her to know this as well. She motivates me. Aww. Shanita actually motivates me because since the first day I met her, she has been supportive beyond the Call of Duty with us.
Thank you.
See, for her not to know who we were, know anything about us, no more than we was getting, unfair justice brought upon us. Amen. She did a great job of being there and being supportive. And she, not just with us, everybody who she have supported, she have brought into my life along with her life. And she stands firm. This woman will drive to another city to show support, fly to another city. I don't know where she get that shit from. And like I say, she motivates me to do it.
Grace of God.
She motivates me to do it. Because I will forget. You got to remind Big Jeff of events.
Yes.
because I will forget. And it's not intentional, it's because I deal with so much
So
in a
much.
day's time, man, to where, the day of can come up on me and I wouldn't even have a thought about it. But I'm trying to do better. I done start writing things down for memory. Sometimes I'll, flash back and have a thought. So yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. This year, one of my New Year resolutions was to do better on support for the people who I support. You know, and when I say support, I mean for anybody whose loved ones are being abused by the justice system, by anything basically. You will see Big Jeff there. If it ain't but one time, you gonna see him. You gonna see him, and I'm gonna say what I got to say, which everybody know that. I'm gonna say what I gotta say about the situation, and I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. Because if we gonna support people, we can't be hypocrites. We can't be hypocrites. We hear so much hypocrisy throughout times of bereavement to that shit is sickening to me now. It was sickening to me way long years ago. How can you stand in somebody's face and tell them, if you need me, call me. If you need anything, call me. Knowing damn well these people can't call you.
Right.
You didn't give them no number.
Exactly.
What they gonna do? Holler out the damn door or the window? No, just be real.
Right.
Just be real. I don't care if you can only spare $10, $5, $2. It's the thought
And the intentions, like you said before.
and the intentions that you have, that the people have that does it for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the intention. So, we just gotta keep keep initiating it into our lives every day. Keep initiating it.
Right.
Try to see somebody before the day is out every day and tell them you look nice. Do you need to talk to somebody? Do you have a problem that you need to discuss with somebody who has an ear to listen, not hear? Let's try that. Let's try to make that a fad.
Right. Just check on people.
Let's try that. So it's not hard to do. We just got to start doing it. I heard a white man say one day. He said he was talking to some of his people. I just overheard the conversation. Overheard the comment he made. He said, these niggers are so sorry I wouldn't let them sweep off my front porch.
Oh, it's awful.
His words were, these niggas are so sorry I wouldn't let them sweep off my front porch. Are you serious? Are you serious? And said it with authority. He ain't mumble it. He ain't care who heard. I heard it, didn't I? That's supposed to tell you a lot. I got up and moved. And I asked the waiter, does he own this place of business? Does he have any affiliation with this place of business. No more than just being in here patronizing. Because if he'd have said yeah, I was out of there.
Exactly.
I was out of there. You know, why should we support somebody who doesn't care for us? So, you know, what we got?
Everybody's talking about how sharp. Yeah, he is. He dressed up. He did it today, y'all.
So, you know, we I just want us to go on and I want everybody to start calling in and leaving suggestions. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the comments, but I want some people to call in and leave suggestions on what we can have discussions on sometime. Because it's hard trying to figure out what we can talk about to try to keep our people level. You know, we sit back and we try to, you know, me, myself, I try to take something, an experience that happens during the week, you know, or something I might hear, you know, in a discussion with people, you know, and I use that for topics. You know, this is how involved I want our listeners to be. I want y'all to be involved in this program too, because without you, won't be no us.
Right.
You all make us stronger. You all help us, believe it or not, like we help some of you by having these conversations. You know, so when I say talk, I want us to talk. We can talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation on Friday. You know, I hope everybody got my phone number because I put it out there. You know, on Friday, you can call. Call in. You can call my line. You know, I'm going to see can Darius get us a landline so you all can call in.
Yeah, that would be great.
You know, we get a landline. Y'all can call in on the landline. You know, leave your messages or whatever. You know, something to talk about, cause he will have access to check it. You know, and Darius actually is the one who does the production for the company. He does the production for the company, and he also does the link. That's what I was trying to say, nephew, the link. He does the link for the show every week. And he puts it on our channel. He puts it on the No Days Off channel so that you all can go on there and see what the link is as well. You know what I'm saying? So even if you come in on the No Days Off link or the No Days Off channel, you can leave your suggestions on there. He'll get it. Trust me, he'll get it. He lives in this place. You can always find him here. You know, and I still want you all to start come through and check the place out and try to host your event here. You know, this, that, and other. He's here. Trust me, he's here. And if he's not here, he'll get here. He will get here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're going to put something together and invite everybody to come out. You know what I'm saying? Whether you in Atlanta or you in Canada. You're welcome to come. You'll be welcome to come. You know, we'll put something together. Here, we might do the first one here. We might do the first one here, the first gathering here. You know, and all we want you to do is bring yourselves and your ideas.
I'll put the number in the chat.
You know, so Shanita loves that group chat. She can put y'all on a group chat, and hey man, we can make this thing just extend around the world. That's how far I wanted to go.
Somebody said they didn't write down your number. I said,
So Big Jeff's you know, I feel so good today, man. I don't know what to do with myself. I had a great day today. I had a great day. This has been a great day for me today. Yep. So, due to circumstances, it turned out to be a great day, and God gave us just enough sunshine to where we weren't too cold or too hot.
right.
Ain't God good?
Amen.
Ain't God good?
All the time.
And all the time, God is good,
He's
Grandma.
good.
Grandma Diaries. My grandma say that to you. I'm talking about every time you say it. And she leave you with, I love you, Grandma. She said, I love you too, and God love us all. So that's morals. Those are morals. You know. So we gonna Yep, Brandon. We can all make a difference. We can all make a difference. And we don't have to be in a group to make that difference. We can just stay linked. We can stay linked, and that chain gonna grow. It's gonna stretch out, stretch out, stretch out. Hey, we had 3 people, you know, now if y'all don't believe that can happen, hell, we had 3 people took a link, and now that link has linked the whole world together, called Facebook.
That's true.
Those guys came up with a hell of a thought play.
In college, yeah.
That thought play was good. Hey man, they have linked the whole. We have linked the whole world together off of some kids' experiment. These guys were kids. These guys were kids, man. And they came up with some type of mindset came up with an idea that I know that they would have never thought would be this big. To where they have linked the whole world together on social media. That's strong, y'all. That's strong. That says something. But y'all see how fast the government and someone within the government didn't hesitate to buy the idea from them and get them out the way, right? Mm-hmm. That's what good inventions do.
Yep.
Good inventions get people attention, and it makes somebody say, oh no, we can't allow that. That's bigger than us. Facebook was bigger than the government. The government couldn't figure that out. Couldn't figure out how to do that. You had 3 college kids bullshitting around. Gave us a new wave of society.
Brand new.
Ain't that something?
I think more of the young people are on TikTok though, but I like Facebook. I like Facebook and Instagram. I don't really use TikTok.
Well, they supposed to been banning TikTok anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think
So, cause that TikTok was linking more than just the world. Shit, TikTok was leaking some business.
TikToking.
TikTok was really TikToking, boy. Shit. So, hey man, that's strong. That's strong, but it was genuine. It was genuine. I thought TikTok was for the kids. Until they said, man, you got more adults on it than kids.
Oh, girl said, Julie said we liked. I did, Julie. I used to like AOL. Remember when AOL first came out? You
Yeah,
had to plug it
AOL.
into the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, that
Phone
AOL
jack.
was something too. You know what I'm saying? So, I was new to all that. I couldn't get into it. So I didn't have time to play on the computers and play with the phone and all that old shit. I had to work. I had to work. So and I'm gonna say this before we get out of here. I had a buddy of mine the other day, right? The other night we was talking. You know, me and Big Boy was talking, and I was talking about me and me growing out and becoming an adult and being that man throughout my life line. And when I told him, I said, hey man, I said, man, I used to work. I said, Big Boy, I used to work 10 to 14, sometimes 16 hours a day. And he looked at me like, what you say, Jeffro? I said, I used to work 10 to 14 to 16 hours a day. He said, man, stop playing, man. I said, what you mean? I said, what you mean? He said, man, you ain't never had no job. I said, Big Boy, I done worked all my life, man. I said, I've been working since I was 13. He said, Jero, you had a job, man. I worked for 39 years before I started working recently. Ooh. I had been working 39 straight years, man.
Definitely time to take a break.
He couldn't believe it. It really, in the way he was looking at me, I knew he was really stoned. He was really shocked at that. I said, Big Boy, I know you didn't think that all I did was hustle. Because I was a hustler. But I went to work every day. I went to work every day, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. Because a lot of people couldn't do that. Right. A lot of people didn't have that type of mindset. It's some people still right to this, they don't have that mindset to go to work. I will punch a clock so fast the clock will fall off the wall. I'll work so long in a day's time, I'll work so long to where, my supervisor would have to tell me to go home sometime. And I'll be right back. I'll be right back at the crack of dawn, I'm right back. I believed in that. I believed in working. I was a workaholic for real. But I still hustled. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not ashamed of how I raised myself. Yeah, Julie, and I make babies. You right. We're not gonna get on that subject though. You must be somebody who know Big Jeff.
Whoa, that's a whole different topic.
That's for a later date, Julie. That's for a later date. So.
But see, Julie, that's one of my favorite topics that he talk about. Because, he give good relationship advice. He really does. Like, I tell him my issues.
Work hard, play hard. Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't nothing come to us. Listen, let me tell y'all this. And then I'm going to leave y'all alone for the day because we about to get into another series. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. And sometimes those dreams can be nightmares. So I'll sleep when I die. As Jesus say, I'll sleep when I die. So I don't have time. Right now, right to this day, I have been in the entertainment field for the last 5 years, 6 years now. And my body is still on work time. Anybody who knows Big Jeff will tell you that man don't sleep. That man might go in the house at 5 in the morning and be right back out at 7. My body is still on work time because it's used to working. Yeah. It's used to working. Day and night it's used to working. So I really, I'm doing a lot better though. I'm finding time to sit down and get some rest, and I force myself sometimes to stay in the house longer, but when daylight come through the window, my eyes open. If they not already open before daylight. I can go in the house at 5 in the morning and sit down and call myself getting comfortable. And the next thing you know, I'm cooking breakfast.
Oh, man. Yes.
I'm cooking breakfast.
Good breakfast.
And I'll cook it, eat some of it. Then I might wind up going to sleep I'm going to take a bath before I get in the bed, period. I'm not going to get in the bed dirty with the street on me. So I'm going to take a bath. Now I get in the tub and go to sleep. I will do that. I will get in the tub and go to sleep on your ass.
Fall asleep in the tub?
In the tub. In the tub.
I haven't done
It's
that.
5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, man. What else can I do? Water relax me. I don't take showers. I take baths. I get in that hot water and I chill. So, that's my relax moment.
I know it. Ain't nothing like a hot tub of water.
That ain't nothing like it. Get that water hot as you can stand it and put that leg in there and see can your leg take that heat.
Yeah.
And if your leg can take that heat, your body can take it. That's how hot I have my bath water.
Some people don't bathe I have aunts that just take showers. I was like, you don't ever take a bath. I take a bath. Yeah, I take showers when I'm like in a hotel or when I'm traveling. But when I'm at home, I prefer a bath versus a shower.
Definitely. I'm going to take a bath. See, and then I came in the projects, we didn't have showers anyway. So your ass had to get in that tub. Unless you did what my mom used to say sometime when you go up there, with Christine Williams, if you were going somewhere, you couldn't come in the house and say, I'm finna put on some clothes, I'm finna change clothes and go out and this, that, and other.
Without bathing.
And then you go upstairs and you back downstairs in 5 minutes. She'll look at you and say, did you wash your ass, boy?
Exactly.
What you did, take a whole bath?
A bird bath.
No, a whole bath. She
whole
used to
bath.
call it a whole bath. Took a whole bath, didn't you? So, our mom was real. Trust me, Christine was 100% real. And that's why I can't be no different.
Right.
I can't be no different. God rest her soul. That's my girl. That's my wife.
Nothing but the truth.
That's my wife. She gave it to you real and raw. Real and raw. So, now I don't know nothing about that nice glass of wine, but I'll take a nice glass of Kool-Aid.
I ain't never did that. I don't think I've ever had a drink, wine or anything in the bath.
I'll take a nice glass of Kool-Aid in the bathtub and I'll play the boom box, all that.
I do play my music when I'm in the bath.
If I'm going to drink some wine, I'm out to have some company if I'm drinking wine in the tub.
I'm trying to tell you, it's got to be two of us for
You
that.
can't get drunk in the tub, can you? How you get drunk in the tub? I don't drink, so, I'm going to drink Kool-Aid or soda or some juice. Now, I drink that. So I'm having fun. I'm having fun. And I can have fun I can entertain myself. I don't need no help. I can entertain myself. And then I come and share it with y'all. Y'all are my entertainment. I entertain you all. But I keep it real.
Somebody listen.
Hey, name Twan. All right, Twan. Don't make Shanita take you up on that offer, buddy.
I'm trying to tell you. Told you. Like,
All right, Twan. Be careful. You, hey, man. Hey, man, I'm telling you. All right, Twan. That's all I'm going to say to you, young man. All right, now. Shanita is a woman. She's a woman. She's a woman.
Trying to get him on this show. He's supposed to be coming to the podcast.
She ain't going to play with you. Yeah, you can come on. Come on the show, man, so we can see what's going on with you. You might be that husband for her.
Oh, Lord. Don't get
So
him talking.
he'll be all right. Hey, man, don't cost you nothing to look or to talk.
Might be that
Not
husband
nothing.
for her. He's trying to find me a husband. Let's find you a wife. How about that? Let's
I got
find
one.
you a wife.
I got a wife.
You got one?
Yep, I got one.
Okay.
Well, I think I had a wife. I think I got one. I don't know.
You think?
I think.
We got to know.
The
This
day
is the
Big
season
the
for
day
knowing.
Big Jeff get married, man, I know that wedding gonna be so full of people. 'Cause it's gonna be open invitation. I'm not, ain't no RSVP, none of that shit. Come.
Just come, pull up.
'Cause, you know, that might be the only way I show up. Shit. I would say, man, you got 1 billion people out here waiting to see you get married, man. Waiting to hear you say, I do.
Yeah.
And then I'll come. I'll show up. I'll show up. But the missus is going to be real blessed to be there.
Okay.
She going to be real blessed to be there because my whole life going to change then.
Julie said, Big Jeff, the player in you will never die. Yes, it will, Julie, because see, us Southern women, we don't play that player.
I'm going to turn them a player card.
See, he going to turn it in, yup.
I'm going to give my player card to one of my grandsons, one of my small grandsons, one of my grandsons that's not 10 years old yet. I'm going to give the player card to them.
Look, Amber said, the wedding is going to be fire. Show is Amber.
Oh, yeah,
You
going to
gotta
be
come,
fire.
girl.
The
You
wedding
gotta
going to
pull
be
up.
fire. The wedding going to be fire, man.
Definitely going to be fire.
We're going to have hot wings, meatballs, spaghetti, lasagna, and some cookies and candy and drinks and water.
Yo, we're going to eat good for sure.
We're gonna have a German chocolate cake and whatever kind of cake the missus want. But it won't be no TL. Won't be no TL. I don't have time for that.
What's a TF?
The little round cakes, the little tiara cakes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
the wedding cake as y'all call it. It won't be that type of wedding cake.
We don't like
It won't be
TF
no
cake.
man and no woman standing on top of it, 'cause that ain't me. That ain't me and her.
That's just traditional.
That ain't. It's got to be me and her standing on top of it. So we not
you
doing
can get
that.
some little figurines of you and
Yeah.
her.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick our finger in the cake and rub it across each other's face and all that old type of shit, and then
I
we're
didn't
gonna
like that. So you
then
gonna
we gonna
wash
do
your
our-
makeup off and all
we're
that.
gonna
I
do
don't
our
like that.
dance and we're gonna let y'all go home. Well, y'all can stay. We gonna leave.
Just put it on. Just put the cake on her lip. Don't put it on her face.
no,
It's gonna
we
wash
don't.
your makeup off.
Okay, July, I will go.
You gotta wear that gold. It's your color, my friend.
Oh, I can dance now. Trust me, I can dance now. I got a swag now. Don't get it twisted now. This a 58-year-old swag now. I can swag. Definitely gonna be some milk now. I like milk. I drink milk every day.
Milk.
I
That's
drink-
a new one.
I drink milk every day. Let me tell you what you gotta do, Julie. You gotta get you some whole milk and some chocolate milk and you gotta pour you a glass of it every day, half and half, man, when I tell you ain't nothing like that feeling.
Well, I don't drink
Ain't
milk
nothing like that feeling.
I never seen milk at a wedding though, Julie. That's a new one, girl.
Yeah, we're gonna have some milk, everything. We're gonna have milk. We're gonna have French fry with the ice cream, as young thugs say. I like ice cream with my French fry.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be the most talked about wedding,
So
y'all.
yeah, it's gonna be talked about. It's gonna be a show. Yeah, and mix them. Yeah, you gotta mix them. That thing tell you, hey man, I'm talking about that it makes you feel so relaxed. I don't put ice in it. Just drink the milk mixed, chocolate milk and whole milk mixed together.
Yeah.
Man, and let it just sit in the refrigerator and get cold. I guarantee you'll turn it up and won't bring it down to the cup empty. It's just that good, man.
Now he about to make all of us go get some chocolate milk tonight.
It's just that good. So, that's how you got to drink that milk. And it'll clean your system out. Real good. So that's a creation I put together long time ago. And I've been drinking it for a long time.
She said she's talking about Thug. She said she liked the song he did with Elton John.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. High. You talking about high. She say high. Yeah, that's a good song. That's a good song. That came off of Rocket Man. Yeah, that's a good song. So we're gonna get out of here. And as we say every week before we leave the show, this is Big Jeff.
This Shanita.
Coming to you live from No Days Off Radio Productions with the #1 show in the land. Nothing but the truth. And we out.